Good afternoon, everyone. I, Vidyasagar, welcome you all in the e-learning class of Modern International School Hiswa. I am going to start subject SPL of Standard 8 of Understanding Secularism, and this is my second video lecture on this topic. Dear students, as we have discussed yesterday about the secularism, now we are going to discuss that the next topic, why it is important to separate religion from the states. As we know, and now we can feel that any states or the central government, they don't have any rights to protect or to promote any particular religion, as this is also mentioned in our constitution. Dear students, as we can see that the important aspects of secularism is also that it should be separated from the state power. It means any of the state should not have the power that it could promote any particular religion, because all the religions, they are equal in the eye of law, whether they are in the majority or they are in the minority. As we can say that in a state there are many religions who are surviving there, and it may be possible that a particular religion who is in majority, there the power, the state power would be, might be in their hand. But this may be also possible that those who are in majority, they can make the pressure to obey the minorities people what they are saying, or these possibilities also can be emerged, then they can stop by practicing their own beliefs, their customs, their rituals. It means the majority might can be attack on the minority in any aspects, like they can harm them, they can stop them to practicing their own religious custom and beliefs, they can stop them to promote their own religious activities. These all can be these all can be happened whenever there is the majority. Now we can see that the majority could also be easily prevent the minorities for practicing their religions, as there the violation, it means there will be the conflicts between the majority and minority, and they may be also caused that they could also harm them of their lives. It means they can also harm them to their up to their lives. It means the majority who are in the majority, sometimes you will see, or you have also gone through the newspaper headlines, that some of the majority, they have killed the minority peoples. You may be heard, or in the recent news you may be this have heard by you. Now the another reason that it important to separate religion from the state is that we also need to protect the freedom of individual to exit from their religion. Like if anyone, if suppose the Hindus, it means apart from the religion, first we have to protect ourselves. It means we are following a particular religion, it is better, but beyond the religion, the particular, the individual life is more important. Like we can say that if the Hindus, those who are practicing the untouchability, chhuachut, and those Hindus, they are in the state power. You might be from the other religion, or you might be some of the powerful person, but still if you don't like this type of rituals, then you want to stop them. While you will go to stop them, you have to face a lot of problems. or your own people will prevent you to stop it. Why this is happen? Because those peoples, they are in power and they have the majority. But still, apart from all these all are mentioned in the constitution, that no any person could harm on the basis of the religious differentiality. This all are still mentioned in the constitution, but peoples, they are not going to change their mindset. As we can say that those members who have control of state power might say that there is only one interpretation of Hinduism and you do not have freedom to interpret this differently. It means they might be told you that this is our beliefs and we are just obeying it. Anyone can't change it. Now the next topic is, what is Indian secularism? As we have already understood the secularism, then what are the point of view among the Indian secularism? Dear students, the constitution which where already all the rules and regulation which have been prescribed, but still according to the constitution, only a secular state can realize its objective. It means a secular state, those they have to obey these practices, or they have to obey these rules, like one religious community do not dominate others. It means the particular religious person should not dominate to others, यानी एक दूसरे पे प्रभुत्व नहीं जमा सकते. The some members do not dominate other of same religious communities. और उसके स्वयं के अपने धार्मिक समुदाय में भी एक लोग दूसरे लोग के ऊपर प्रभुत्व नहीं जमा सकते. थर्ड इज, the state does not enforce any particular religion, not take away religious freedom of individual. यानी कि राज्य किसी भी एक धर्म को जो है वो बढ़ावा नहीं दे सकती और किसी एक धर्म को लेकर नहीं बढ़ सकती. बिकॉज बीइंग ए डेमोक्रेटिक and being a secular country, it is the constitution, this tells us that in a democratic country all the peoples are equal and all the religions, these are also equals. Like the Indian states work in various ways to prevent above of the dominion, like the strategy distancing itself from religions, like the religious group does not support any particular religion. Or in India, the government spaces like the law court, police station, government schools, offices are supposed to display or promote any, not supposed to display any particular religion. It means by the government this initiative has been also taken, and this is also mentioned in our constitution, that if any particular person or if any private organization is just promoting any particular religion, but the government schools, the government spaces like the police station, like the court, these all places, the promoting to a particular religion should not be practiced here. Like one of the incident we could see here, that you will read in the next page, that few students who were just asking their teachers that, sir, please, our next upcoming festival is to be held, and can we celebrate this festival in our school? The children, they were asking from the teacher. The teacher told, dear children, as this is being a government school and the government school has no rights to promote any particular religion, and this festival cannot, as moreover whenever you will see that there is always the holiday during the festivals, so the government school cannot promote any particular religion. So the students, they thought that we ever didn't think about it, that school cannot promote any particular religion. So those students, they have decided that we would celebrate the festival in our at our home. So what here we can understand that teachers, they did not give any right to a particular children or a particular religion to maintain their own to celebrate their own festivals. Next, your topic is that government also did not interpret any particular religion. It means if in your religion it is mentioned any particular rituals is mentioned, then the state is also not enforcing that to don't obey it. Like one of the storyboard is given here, a few students who have bought the scooters, and they were all just want that they should go for a drive or a ride together. Then helmet, they one of the men, he wore the helmet, and he was also asking to his one of friend Paramjit, that Paramjit, who is a Punjabi, he is telling him that why don't you wear the helmet. As Paramjit told that in our Punjabi religion, in our Sikh religion, the turban, it means the pagdi, the turban is most important, and police also can't stop me, because it is also mentioned in the constitution that the state power cannot enforce any particular religion to don't follow their own rituals, as the turbans and the long hairs and one of the small knives, these all are important for these Sikh religions. Okay, dear students, read the paragraph carefully and keep watching. Thank you.